All right, and welcome to the first edition of Josh Talks Sports, episode 1, and the podcast. Definitely appreciate y'all for joining me on today, this evening, wherever you may be, however you may be checking me out today. I definitely appreciate y'all for joining me on this first edition. So, y'all come on in the room, got people joining as we speak. Come on through. See the comments coming on, and we're going to have a discussion, a very interesting discussion on today. Had to hop on. I've been wanting to actually for the past couple of days. Been busy, but here I am today on this edition. It is June the 5th, 2024, and we're live, and we're going to talk some major things going on, man. The main thing I want to focus on today is what's going on in regards to the WNBA, in regards to Caitlin Clark, and all these other things that have really pervaded the news cycle over the past couple of days, and deservedly so, for a lot of reasons. I think there's been a lot of ridiculous things said. I think there's been some interesting thoughts about this situation, and I'm going to present mine. So I definitely want to get your thoughts on it as well. It's not only for me to give my opinion, but for y'all to give yours as well. So what's going on? I see Dwight Rogers in the building, Carlos in the building coming in as well, who says, what is the WNBA? Well, I kind of think I know what your thoughts might be. Dwight, what's good, man? Watching from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Appreciate you tuning in on today. Everybody that comes in, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that retweet, hit that share button, hit whatever button you need to get the word out about what I got going on this afternoon. So, we're going to get right into it, man. And as y'all continue to join, I know y'all going to jump in and give your thoughts. So, first of all, have y'all seen what's been happening as of late when it comes to the WNBA and Caitlin Clark? If you haven't, you've probably been under a rock, because it's been the most talked about thing in sports media, and really even in media, over the past few days. And you have to almost wonder, why is that the case? Some people are calling it the Caitlin Clark effect. What I mean by that is the WNBA has been experiencing some of its highest ratings in its 22-year existence. You talk about Caitlin Clark, who's the all-time leading scorer in NCAA basketball history, not just the women's basketball, but also men's as well. Combined, she is the all-time leading scorer. She's been the most talked about women's basketball player in a long, long time, and has been a part of the revolution, I guess you could say, of women's basketball in college, being talked about to the highest degree that it's been. And women's college basketball has been popular, but not to the extent of which Caitlin Clark has been in college basketball. Now, there's been others that have contributed to that as well. You talk about Angel Reese and the Kentucky and the LSU Tigers, and Angel Reese, Flau'jae Johnson, those girls over at LSU, Camila Cardoso at South Carolina, Cameron Brink, who's also LSU, I believe, as well. So many other girls that have come in to the WNBA in this last recent draft. And with it has come an influx of attention. But most of the talk has been all about Miss Caitlin Clark. And now that the WNBA season has started, you're seeing a lot of eyeballs, but also a lot of aggression in the games, a lot of talking by the players, a lot of what happened. The most recent incident was the clip that they keep showing over and over on TV, which is Caitlin Clark getting knocked on her tail by Kennedy, the girl, that Kennedy Carter, that is, that was playing for the Chicago Sky. So that has kind of been the source of all this talk lately. A lot of people talking about, don't hurt the golden goose, meaning that Caitlin Clark is the golden goose of the WNBA. Don't hurt your chance to become a star. She's rising all of you up to another level. She is this is what's being said. It's not me saying this. They are saying she is the savior of the WNBA, the great white hope, the great Kate, whatever else you want to say. They're saying she is what all of them have been waiting for their entire lives. And to leave her alone and let her make you money. Let her give you exposure. Let her do this and let her do that. So that's what I've been hearing. Y'all let me know if you've heard anything different. Y'all let me know if you agree with that statement that I just said. Now, that's not my opinion. That's what I've been hearing. I'm going to get to my opinion in a moment, but setting the scene. So this has all been going on, and it's caused quite the contention. Y'all all saw, I'm sure, the big argument on First Take between Stephen A., Monica McNutt, Shannon Sharp, all of them getting into a huge brouhaha about the WNBA, about Caitlin Clark, who, you know, how much should they consider who she is and to not touch her, and that they need to quit hating on this girl. Do you think there's a lot of hating going on? Is it hate or is it competition? And where does the line get drawn? Where does that line get drawn? So I am curious what y'all think when it comes to that. What's up, Greg? I see Greg coming in. What's going on? Carlos, Annette in the building saying, hey, Josh. Greg says, can we call in? That is a good question. Because where I am currently at, probably not. But I'm going to see if I can work something out real quick. Y'all just hang tight. But as for right now, leave your comments in the comment section, and I will definitely get to those. We're going to see how that call thing works in a few minutes. But what do y'all think? I'm going to tell you what I think, because I almost can't hold back much longer. I think, and if y'all agree or disagree, feel free to let me know. I think a lot of this that's happening is overblown, is unnecessary outrage. And I'm going to tell you why. Why does it seem like a lot of the people in the media seem to want to be the shield for Caitlin Clark? Why are all these people outraged? It's like they feel like they have to step in and say, don't touch the anointed Caitlin Clark. Don't touch her. She's the savior. You know what I mean? She's going to save all of you. Almost like from their sins or something. I don't quite understand it. To me, it's overblown. I'm going to tell you something. Caitlin Clark is great. Caitlin Clark is going to be great in the WNBA. She's already leading the league in scoring as a rookie. Not leading the league in scoring, but leading all rookies in the WNBA in scoring. She's still getting her bearings, which you can see. She is second in the league in assists. She's averaged, I believe, 17 points a game. But you can see her struggling, shooting the three. She had 3 points the other night, total. So she's getting her bearings. And you know why? Because she's a rookie. That's what happens to rookies. They struggle. They have to get used to the speed of the game at the pro level. They have to get used to the physicality of the game at the pro level. And this is nothing new. Why are we shocked? Why are we surprised? Why are we outraged that they're being physical with the number 1 pick in the draft? I feel like this happens all the time in every sport. When you're new, when you're a rookie, when you come in with a lot of hype, and even more elevated with the fact that this is the WNBA. You come in with all this hype. You're talked about more than a lot of the pros that are out there right now. You don't think that she has a target on her back? Of course she does. And she should. I'm not going to get mad at these players for being physical with her. I'm not going to get mad at these other women for, knocking her around a little bit, for pushing, shoving. Now, the incident in question with Kennedy Clark knocking Caitlin to the ground in a play that was not a basketball play. I think it's good that they upgraded it to a flagrant one. But at the same time, don't come to me with this stuff that, Caitlin is a martyr, that she's a victim in some aspect or in some way. She's not a victim. She's an athlete. Life's not going to be all rainbows and butterflies as an athlete at the pro level. And she's learning that. The WNBA has always been physical. If you look through the years, man, this is stuff that's not new. And why should we make an exception for Caitlin Clark? Why are some of these commentators? I could have promised. I saw Shannon Sharp with the intensity in which he was defending Caitlin Clark the other day on First Take. He was ready to, if he was there, he would have ran out on the court and dove his body in front of Caitlin while the girl was going to shoulder her and knock her down. Don't you touch a hair on her body. Get out of here. Get out of my face. I like it. I like physicality in basketball. Isn't this what we all say we miss? Even at the NBA level, we feel like it's getting too soft. Well, they're not soft in the WNBA. You can see there right now. And I'm not advocating for her to get knocked down like that on every situation or every play or anything like that. But don't hit me with that Caitlin Clark is a martyr, that she's a victim, and all this other crap. This is nothing different than what happens in every other sport. They just want to protect the great white hope. Now, with that being said, I commend Caitlin Clark in some ways because she hasn't, at least in my opinion, I see her whining to the referees, but a lot of stars do that. She hasn't really played the victim in this. Other people are playing the victim or trying to play the hero, I guess, with their Superman cape on in the media, trying to stand up for this woman when it's not necessary. It is what it is. I don't know why they feel they need to do it. She ain't asking for that. What else comes to play in this? I'm curious. What y'all think? What do y'all think about what I just said, first of all? I see some comments coming in. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I out of line? Am I speaking out of turn? Give me your thoughts on that. Is the outrage as overblown and unnecessary as I think it is? Should we quit trying to save Caitlin and let her save herself? Let her get her own stripes. Let her learn that this ain't Iowa where you get every call. This is the WNBA where you have to earn your stripes. You got to earn your stripes. You got to take some bumps and bruises. Why should she be different than everybody else? And I must say, and like I said, I like Shannon Sharp. He's doing an amazing job. You know, it's one of the things you aim to be as far as sports media and what he's done independently, especially after getting kicked off Undisputed and doing better than all of them over there. But the one thing that got on my nerves a little bit in the first situation, he said, will people still want to watch the WNBA if people keep being physical with Caitlin Clark? Yes. That's why I'm watching. Not just to watch Caitlin, see how she's doing with that terrible team she's got, but to see the dynamic with her and everybody else. Why would I stop watching? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, they're knocking around the best player. I want to see them leave her alone so she can score. I want to see the stars be stars in adversity. That's what makes it good. Being a star, when they're paving the pathway to you to easily to be a star, that's no fun to watch. Think about Michael Jordan in the 80s when he first came in the league, having to face the Jordan rules. The Detroit Pistons back in the day, knocking him around from pillar to post. That was entertaining. We all look back at that and say how great and entertaining that was. Yes, it was violent, but it was entertaining. You want to see how this great player, how will he eventually overcome these obstacles thrown at him? Unfair or not, that is what makes sports interesting to me. Not just stars, the underneath players, other guys putting a bullseye on the stars' back and not letting them get nothing easy, and watching those stars overcome that adversity. And you know that's what makes sports enjoyable. And I think she's going to overcome. I think she's doing pretty good right now. She's not great. She's not elite at this level yet. But all of this is going to do is build up her calluses and make her stronger as the league goes forward. I'm rooting for Caitlin. I'm not coming out here saying, forget her or whatever, or because she's a white girl, to root against her. No. She's great. And this is just going to make her better. But I don't need folks caping and acting like the great hero because a woman is getting pushed around in a woman's sport. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. She doesn't need all of these superheroes coming out of nowhere and trying to be the hero for her. No. She can save herself. Let her handle it herself. I think she's done a decent job of it so far. Now, y'all continue to leave your comments. What's up, Leon? I see Leon Taylor in the building. He said facts. Appreciate that, my guy. Appreciate you watching. My guy Greg with a comment. He said, yeah, it's overblown, but it's coming from people who don't even watch the WNBA, and that includes Shay Shay and Stephen A. Yeah. I think that's interesting. Do they watch the WNBA? I don't feel like, I think, to be honest, a lot of us, up until recently, probably last year and the year before a little bit, but it's not like it was appointment viewing. I don't want that to be misconstrued either. It was not a thing that people were taking their time out to watch every game. But as the quality of the league has continued to improve, and a lot of these stars that we were watching, look, I talked about before, women's college basketball was more exciting for a long time, for years. And now a lot of these women that were making the women's college basketball that exciting have now transitioned with this most recent draft class to the WNBA. And I think that's a big reason why you're starting to see the ratings increase. And these conversations, I wouldn't even be having this conversation if a lot of people weren't sitting there and watching and wanting to talk about it. That just is what it is. Call it fair, call it not. That's the way it works. The whole world is talking about this. And that's a good thing at the end of the day for the WNBA, in my opinion. But I'm going to ask another question to y'all. Y'all continue to leave your comments as I continue this convo. Is Caitlin Clark the only reason for the WNBA's success right now? Is she the only reason for the WNBA's current success? It's an interesting question to ask, Josh. Well, there's a reason why I ask. And I want to show y'all. Shout out to Verdell. What's good, man? Good to see you coming in here. I want to show y'all something. And there's a lot of things in this clip. But I want to show y'all something. And this was honestly said on Monday. So I'm going to put this full screen. And I want y'all to give me your thoughts. This was Pat McAfee the other day. Y'all watching Josh Talk Sports. Episode 1. Renaming it from Talk Sports Live to Josh Talk Sports. Appreciate y'all that are joining me right now. This is Pat McAfee, who's one of ESPN's new Golden Boys. Y'all may have heard of this clip, but here's what he had to say. Now, he had to apologize for something he said here. And be forewarned, this is some explicit language he said on here. But don't just listen to that. There's some more in what he said that I think needs to be talked about. More than just what he said about Caitlin Clark. Take a listen to this.
The GOAT. Is she what? I don't know. Oh. With my eyes, I couldn't see if she's Caucasian or not. So I think what we're trying to say is what the WNBA currently has is what we like to describe as a cash cow. There is a superstar. And we're not saying that the players on the court need to act any differently. That's the athletes are going to do what athletes are going to do in any sport. I think we're all learning that WNBA, that's old school football, baby. That is old school football. But I would like the media people that continue to say, this rookie class, this rookie class, this rookie class. Nah, just call it for what it is. There's one white bitch for the Indiana team who is a superstar. And is it because she stayed in Iowa, put an entire state on her back, took a program from nothing to a multiple-year success story? Is it because she would go on to break the entire points records in the history of the NCAA? Not just the women's record by Kelsey Plum, shout out, but also Pistol Pete Maravich's, the dude's record as well. Is there a chance that people just enjoy watching her play basketball because how electrifying she is, what she did, what she stood for, how she went about going, what she went for? Maybe. But instead, we have to hear people say that we only like her because she's white. And she's the only popular because the rest of the rookie class is doing what they're doing. Well, that's a bunch of bullshit. And we think the WNBA, more specifically, their refs need to stop trying to screw her over at every single turn. What you have is somebody special. And we're lucky she's here in Indiana. And that was, guess which, WNBA rookie.
So there's that from Pat McAfee. So, what do y'all think? What do y'all think about what was said there? Because there's a lot. It was a lot that was said. It was. And was it wrong? I'm not saying it was or wasn't. But there was a lot that was said. One, he had to apologize because he called her a white B word. Now, as you can clearly tell, one, I get why he had to apologize for that. And he was really trying to be complimentary, but he did put out an apology. He reached out to her. She accepted the apology, said she didn't have a problem with anything. All of that being said. But as of right now in this conversation, I'm going to sweep that to the side. What he is also saying is that forget the rest of this rookie class. That has nothing to do with the growth of the WNBA this season. It's all about Miss Caitlin Clark. All of the praise and glory needs to go to her. Now, I'm not going to be unrealistic. Probably not going to say what y'all think I'm going to say in some aspects. She deserves a ton of praise or adoration, or whatever you want to say, for the interest, because she had me interested more than I was. Here's the thing I don't like. One, the idiotic comment that the WNBA referees are somehow targeting her. That's ridiculous. Why would they? And they're not. If anything, and maybe this is what he means, if anything, most of the time when rookies come into any league, they don't get a lot of foul calls. Ja Morant, for example, you know how he plays. He's explosive. He goes to the rim. He puts his body on the line on a constant basis. And he didn't get a lot of calls. He did not early on. He's getting more calls now than he did then. One, because I do think some of that has to do with him being a big star, a big moneymaker for the league, despite everything that's going on. But most of the time, when you come into a league as a rookies, you hit it right on the head, Verdell. I got to highlight that comment as I'm talking. I got to highlight that comment, Verdell. Most of the time, rookies got to earn respect. And I don't care about a resume in college. It's outstanding. But rookies have to earn respect. I don't like it. Look, if it's my team, like I'm a Grizzlies fan, I'm a Titans fan. If people want to, say, hey, not call fouls on John Morant, I didn't like that as a fan. But that's just the way it is. They're not going to change for me. Why are we starting to change the rules for Caitlin? Because she's making the WNBA all this money? Who cares? Especially right now. And that's the thing I think we got to pay attention to. I really don't think this is a resentment or hate for Caitlin Clark the timing of these comments are perfect. Bob with the comment, I think she's under attack by some of the women in the WNBA. I do think there are some. I do. And we look at the Chicago Sky in that game in question where the girl shoulder blocked the old girl and knocked it down. Angel Reese was on the bench clapping, saying, that's what I'm talking about. Now her coach had to talk to the girl, Kennedy Clark, and say, hey, we don't do that, this, that, and the other. But that girl's a tough player. You can tell she's one of those, she's a dog, a great defender, all that stuff. And ironically, Angel Reese is another girl I'm going to talk about. She is a rookie too. So back to my second question. Is Caitlin Clark the only reason for the WNBA's current success? Because if you look at the media, and I understand, Caitlin, her everything that comes with that great college career, she's going to get a lot of attention. But I don't like the phrasing that she is the only reason that the WNBA is being successful right now. I disagree with that. I really do. And you're going to say, Josh, how can you say that? How? You have to look at the facts, Josh. Well, let's look at some facts. Let's look at some facts. I'm glad y'all said that, whoever did. Let's look at some facts. Let me know if y'all can see that. If I make it, I'm going to take it the whole screen. Y'all can still hear me. So this was April 22nd by Just Women Sports. Let's scroll down here. First, let's look at the title. WNBA teams make history with 2024 ticket sellouts. Huh. Okay. Let's read some more of this. For the first time in history, 3 different WNBA teams have completely sold out of season ticket plans well before the league's May 14th kickoff. Some say call it the Caitlin Clark effect, attributed to this year's tenacious rookie class, or look to the skyrocketing visibility of veteran players across the boards. But facts are facts. Tickets to the WNBA season are selling like never before. Check this out. On Monday, the Dallas Wings became the 3rd team to sell out of season ticket membership in the league's 27-year history. The announcement from Arlington came shortly after the Atlanta Dream issued their own season ticket sellout statement. Also on Monday, almost 7 weeks after the back-to-back WNBA champion Las Vegas Aces made headlines by becoming the first ever WNBA team to sell out their season ticket allotment. So that's 3 different teams. The champs, the Las Vegas Aces, who are loaded, the Dallas Wings, and the Atlanta Dream all sold out of their season tickets. Their home is the College Park Center. The club also said their overall ticket revenue has ballooned to the tune of 220% this season, spanning not just season tickets, but also a 1,200% increase in single ticket sales. And there's a waiting list to become a Dallas season ticket holder. In Atlanta, season tickets are the only thing flying off the shelves. The Dream announced that they broke their own record for single ticket sales during a recent limited pre-sale campaign. Now, this was before the season and all of that. So, and the season is well underway. But there's a reason why I'm bringing all this up. I want y'all to really think about what I'm saying. Let's see if I can put us both up here. There we go. I want y'all to see what I'm saying. I'm reading all this because all three of those teams I named, Caitlin Clark does not play for any of those three teams. Now, Caitlin Clark will play those three teams during the course of the season once, maybe twice, I assume. But they're not just buying tickets to her game. They're selling out all their season tickets. Is that just because of Caitlin Clark? Why are they buying tickets to games that Caitlin Clark is not a part of if it's just her making the impact? Got something else to play. This is Angel Reese. Right there you see it's Chanity Carter. But you're going to see Angel Reese is talking in this clip. And she gives her thoughts that people watch the WNBA not just for one person. They watch for her as well. Now, Angel Reese is also a rookie. Y'all know she made a ton of waves at LSU. And I'm going to talk about that in a second. But take a look at this and listen to this.
So many people are watching women's basketball right now. Yeah. It all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, like, yeah, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like just because of one single game. And just looking at that, like, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watch women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me, too, and I want y'all to realize that. Like, it's not just because of one person. A lot of us have done so much for this game, and Kennedy has been here before, obviously, but there are so many great players in this league that have deserved this for a really, really long time.
So there it is. So she's wanting to tell everybody, it ain't just Caitlin, y'all. There's other folks to play as well. Now, some people are like, who is Angel Reese? And why should she even have anything to say in the conversation? Well, first of all, like, if you haven't been following, well, she's talking about one game is the reason why this has happened. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark faced off in the NCAA title game 2 years ago. Made a lot of waves, one of the highest rated finals ever. They played again last year in the NCAA tournament. Caitlin Clark got the better of Angel Reese in that second one. But to act like, and I've seen this today on some of the shows, ain't nobody watching the WNBA for Angel Reese who's talking right there. I think you're in denial. And I think you're doing her a disservice and some of these other rookies that have come into the league. This isn't to diminish Caitlin. This is to give these other girls credit as well. Now, a lot of people say, well, Josh, you have no idea that Caitlin Clark is the only one that really moves the needle. She's the one people are paying to see, not this black girl, Angel Reese. They're not coming to see her. Well, let's look back at Angel Reese in college. Because again, I got clips for y'all. And this isn't a clip. This is a photo of a tweet. Let me see if I can pull it up a little larger for y'all. Let's get a little zoom in going. All right, so in college, Angel Reese has won LSU women basketball their first national title. That's who Angel Reese was responsible, and the star player responsible for LSU's first women's basketball national title. She amassed 5 million social media followers during her time in college. She became Reebok's first long-term NIL athlete while she was in college. She signed deals with Beats by Dre headphones, Airbnb, Mercedes-Benz, ZOA, and now this is back when she declared for the WNBA draft. She also amassed about close to $2 million while playing college basketball, which is more money, way more money than her rookie contract with the WNBA. And she currently has a ton of sponsorship deals as well. Now, Caitlin is getting hers also. But there was a while where Angel Reese was the highest paid athlete when it comes to NIL, especially when it comes to women's college. So what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, if Angel Reese is not a draw for people, all of these companies would not be investing this amount of money in her before she even stepped foot in the WNBA. It was even higher than Caitlin's. So to act like nobody else has a say in this is ridiculous. Which is why I played the Pat McAfee clip from earlier, with him talking about this white bee is the reason, forget all these other rookies, I don't know who they are, because you don't watch women's basketball. That's why you don't know who they are. There have been other women that are also helping push this whole thing. And Caitlin's getting her bag too. Don't get me wrong. She's getting a ton of money from sponsorships. This is not to knock her down. What I'm saying is, don't underestimate the impact of Angel Reese as well. To me, those are the two. And there's other women, but those are the two front runners. Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese. They were the top two in college for years. They're the top two now when it comes to eyeballs and attention for different reasons. Angel Reese has a whole different attitude and personality than Caitlin does. They're both fiery. They both will get in your face. They both will cuss you out. They both will compete at a high level. But one gets vilified and one doesn't. Caitlin does a lot of talking. I don't know if y'all know. And I like it. I ain't saying it's a bad thing. I like to see talking on the basketball court. I like to see chirpiness, men's or women's, any sport. Get at it. Get after it. You're competing. But my point is, in saying all of this, is to make 2 points. One is that don't be out here with your Superman cape on trying to protect Caitlin from being an athlete. Because all of this she's going with comes with the attention and comes with going to the next level. And the second thing is, don't hit me with Caitlin Clark is the only reason that the WNBA is succeeding. Because one, I just showed you empirical facts that 3 teams that have nothing to do with Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese actually were selling out of their preseason tickets and their season tickets. Yeah, they're going to play Caitlin Clark, but they're not playing her every game. Interest is rising, and that's a good thing. And I think the quality of basketball is getting even better. I really do. People ain't going if they ain't enjoying themselves. So those are 2 things I take away from all that. I don't think it's all jealousy. I think a lot of it is competitiveness. I'm sure there are some that are jealous, that they were making more money in college. They were Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark making more money in college than these women in the WNBA that have been playing for years. So I'm sure there's a little bit, but this is competitive. This is a competition. They're not just going to let you score and be great on their expense. They're not going to let Caitlin make them a highlight reel by crossing them over. And if she does it, then that means Caitlin is fighting through the adversity. It doesn't mean she needs to be protected. I can't stand at any level. Let's a little rant for a minute. I can't stand on any level when people talk about protecting superstars. Protect them from what? You got in the league to be competitive. LeBron doesn't need your protection. Kevin Durant doesn't need your protection. Ja Morant doesn't need your protection. Caitlin Clark doesn't need your protection. They need to man up and woman up and deal with it. And I think she's going to be one that deals with it. Because she's tough. She's not just going to let it go and go cry in the corner. Got on my nerves today. I was watching, what was it? I think it was Undisputed, actually, for the first time in a long time. Skip Bayless show that nobody watches anymore. I think Keyshawn Johnson is stupid. And Skip. But Keyshawn, it gets on my nerves. But anyway, that's beside the point. I saw it today because I was curious what they had to say about the Caitlin Clark stuff. And I don't even remember what nobody said. But what I saw, and they got on my nerves with them showing these clips of Caitlin Clark falling down and tripping and her getting in this girl's face. She was talking junk to this girl. The girl got in her face. Then they showed a clip of her getting smashed on a screen. That's part of the game. Why they're sitting talking about, they need to stop hating on her, whatever the case is. No. You want them to stop playing basketball? You want them to say, oh, there's Caitlin. We can't touch her. She's our savior. Dare I say, that's Massa, boss. Don't touch Massa. Let Massa score much as he wants because Massa going to give us some money. No. Stop it. Stop it. I ain't got time for all that. Let me go back to a comment here. Greg said a little earlier. He said, but Josh, I disagree. This is earlier. I disagree about the Great White Hope aspect. There have been plenty of elite white players in the WNBA. Diana Taurasi, Sue Bird, Rekha Lobo, Sabrina Ionescu, to name a few, but none of them had Caitlin's resume entering the WNBA. But look, here's my thing. When I say Great White Hope, I say that because she's white. I ain't saying she doesn't deserve to be talked about or any of that stuff. She's one of the greatest college basketball women's players of all time. Not taking nothing away from her. She deserves the credit that she's getting. What I'm saying is, and y'all know this to be true, and I'm gonna speak some facts. Whenever there's somebody white that is saying something or doing something well, I cannot stand where black folks will go the extra mile and go too far in praising said white person to the point of carrying their water, to the point of wanting to protect them from every bit of criticism. Why? One, you don't do that to black folks. So what type of syndrome is that? And two, they don't need you hoarding over them like Samuel Jackson in Django. That is annoying. And why do they feel the need to go out of their way to do that? I saw it was Stephen A. and Shannon. They went out of their way to say Angel Reese, people talking about Angel Reese or whatever. She need to shut her mouth. Ain't nobody coming to see her. It ain't just them. It's some other white analysts too. But people coming out and saying, she need to shut her mouth. Why does she need to shut her mouth? Caitlin talks all day. Why don't we just let them both talk? I'm telling you. I can go all day, man. But let me read some of these comments. Definitely want to go through these. I know some of y'all can read them on the screen. Got to say hey to some people that are coming in. Greg in the building. My guy, Leon's Taylor. Great reporter for the Memphis Tigers in high school basketball. I think Leon experiences some of that. Some of these folks that act like the white man's water is colder when it comes to sports media coverage. Leon's breaking news left and right, but they want to say he's an idiot. And you follow these other white boys in the media that are new in the Memphis area. No knock on them doing media, But why should they have more credibility than Leon, who's been doing it longer than all of them combined? That's a whole nother story. But that's all wrapped in this type of conversation. Let me read some comments before I keep going. Verdell says rookies got to earn respect. Exactly. As I put that on the screen. Let me see here. And there we go. All right. Kelly says, got to pay them dues. Verdell says, and that goes for all sports. This is where Bob said, Bishop Bob says, I think she's under attack by some of the women in the WNBA. I do think there are some. Absolutely. Got her in the crosshairs. Let's see. Kelly says, in a way, she has a lot of fans and people that's tuning in to see her succeed or fail. It's a good point. Leon Mapstone said, what about the girl from the University of Tennessee? Plus, there are other girls playing decent as well. Yeah, that's true. Leon Mapstone said, those two, Reese and Clark, are not the only ones, but those two are getting the most publicity because of what they did in college. Exactly. Exactly. Some draw a comparison to Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. What's up, Isaac? Got to say hey to Isaac, my guy Isaac Simpson in the building. Let's see. Bob says the WNBA is responsible for all that's going on right now with Clark going through what she's going through. Okay. I get that. Verdell says WNBA has been more physical than the NBA. Definitely. They've been playing like old school NBA, and I love it. Isaac said, what's up, Josh? What's good? Isaac Simpson in the building. I believe he's a New York Liberty fan in the WNBA. Saw him tweeting about it. Isaac also says the WNBA has been a more physical league than the NBA. Refs let a lot more go. Yeah, and I'm cool with that. That's my whole point. Like, man, these folks need to stop caping for Caitlin, man. Let her go through what she's going through. As long as they ain't punching her in the face, it's okay. I ain't seen nobody with a baseball bat out there. Did y'all? Did Kennedy Chandler hit her with a grenade? If I missed it, let me know. Let's see. Verdell says, remember when Diana Taurasi was in Caitlin's shoes? Yeah. Diana Taurasi, another white player that's great. One of the greatest of all time. And she even said publicly that it's not going to be easy when Caitlin comes to the WNBA. Because she's going to have a target on her back. She said that from the jump, Diana Taurasi. And she actually got criticized for being a hater. She wasn't hating. She's a pro that knows what it took. She was great at UConn. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's keep going. What else? Make sure I don't miss anything. Even the Jackson girl from the University of Tennessee is doing great things. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I forget her first name. Yes, she is doing great. Bishop Bob says, I would love to hear what Jet Lucas has to say. Me too. I think I'm getting to this comment here. Maybe came in a little bit further down. I don't want to skip anybody. Verdell says, don't save her. She don't need to be saved. Just like the song. That's right. She don't need to be saved. Verdell says, can't wait till Juju comes shut all this mess down. Hey, Juju Watkins. Another baller. She's still in college. USC. Watch out for Juju. She might be better than all these girls. Amazing talent. Leon said, that's what I'm waiting on too, Juju Watkins. Can't wait to see when she gets in the league. Bishop Bob says, do you think some of this has a taste of racism? Clark's people are going to take care of her and make sure she succeeds. That's true. I think there's a little bit of racism in a lot of things people don't want to admit. But I do think there's more racism in some of the coverage. And a lot of it is from other black people. Maybe they want to make sure they don't sound racist by overcompensating their coverage of Caitlin to the point of being Samuel Jackson on Django. This is my thoughts. Let's see. Jet going into his comments here. He says, dude, most of all of those were flops by CC, Caitlin Clark, except for the screen, but that's a basketball play. Look, and everybody wants to talk about how violent and egregious Shannon Sharpe was about to cry. He looked like he was about to cry. His black self about to cry about that little shot that she took. Now, look, again, the girl shouldering Caitlin Clark, knocking her down. That's not a basketball play. Not cool. But at the same time, quit acting like she shot her. I didn't see a gun. I didn't see a grenade, like I said earlier. You know what I'm saying? Did she have an AK? Was it a pistol? What happened? No. It wasn't as hard as it looked like initially. As many times as I've seen the replay, anytime you turn on ESPN, you're going to see that girl knocking Caitlin over. Caitlin flopped with some of that. She did. It was a hip check. No. So I agree with you, Jet. He even said here, even that hip check, although Caitlin flopped. Can't tell you how many times I've seen that. All right, Isaac, he says, the reality is Caitlin hasn't even been good. She's 51, 143 of 143 from the field and 27 of 91 from three with 59 turnovers through 11 games. That's not great. I think she's going to be fine, though, Isaac, to be honest with you. But she hasn't been no star by no means. She had 3 points the other day. 3 in the whole game. In the whole game. 3. So, to sit here, this girl scoring 3 points, and Shannon Clark and Stephen A. said, you need to ride that golden goose. She look like a bronze goose right now. Not even that. She look like a goose is still in the fryer or in the oven. The goose ain't even done. The goose is raw. The goose is raw. Talking about rising tide rises all ships or whatever. Man, look, you play basketball. You play basketball and beat her. That's the goal. Shouldn't none of these players be thinking about none of these folks talking about, oh, I can't, that's my savior. No, I don't care if it's LeBron. No, I'm going to knock LeBron down if I need to win the game. Wearing some LeBron shoes. I'm telling you. Isaac Simpson said 100 on Leon. They used to do me the same way when I was at Rivals. Yeah, I remember that, man. I was there with you. They do that with all black media in Memphis. You know? That could be a whole nother thing. Kelly Riddick says LKT has to deal with a lot of BS when he reports. Yeah, Leon Taylor, absolutely. I've seen it, man. Ever since he was with us. It's ridiculous. Leon does nothing but do his job, and these folks want to hate just because he's black and call him all these names and say he's a thug. I done seen it. I done seen it from these wannabe Twitter folks in Memphis that done came up. A lot of them white, too, to be honest. A lot of them came after Leon, way after, and want to try to break news. And probably have, and this is just me talking, this is not Leon saying anything, this is me, probably got people behind the scenes that don't want to encourage him getting certain news and giving it to these young white boys that are still in college. And then when a black man who's been around the high school game, that's been around college basketball, that's been around Memphis, been around all these areas, reports news, then they want to sit there and doubt what he says and laugh at it. I see it on Facebook. I could do a whole show on that too. Let me go back a little bit. Let's see. And Jet says, and Okoye Lee of K-State, if she can ever stay healthy. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Let's see. Isaac with some more here. He said that the thing is, it's cool for her to struggle if they weren't putting her on a pedestal. Just let her be a rookie, but don't disrespect these other women like she's the Messiah. Exactly, man. Exactly. I'm not hating on Caitlin. She's struggling because she's a rookie. I think she's going to be great, to be honest with you. But this is normal stuff for a rookie in any sport. And the problem is, just like Isaac said, they're putting her on a pedestal now. Stephen A. and Shannon like, leave her alone. Quit hating. Quit hating on her. Y'all hating her because she white. No. Shut up. No. She out here scoring 3 points. She's scoring 3 points in the game. And then those same women that are winning and doing well, Caitlin Clark's team, I think they won 2 games. 2 of their first 11 games. She scored 3 points yesterday. And what do these other women, let's say Aja Wilson, multiple-time champion, the best player in the WNBA probably right now, on the Las Vegas Aces. She has to go home, watch ESPN, say nothing about her whatsoever. And they talking about this girl that scored 3 points a game, talking about she's a victim. Would that not tick you off? Yeah, it would. Aja Wilson is black, by the way. There you go, Verdell. Bring the same energy for Aja. Sabrina. I like how you did that, Verdell. You brought up Aja Wilson, who's black, Sabrina Ionescu, who's white. Both of them are better than Caitlin right now at this point in her career. But you don't hear about them. As much as they say this is raising the whole WNBA up, and it is, don't get me wrong, to some degree. There ain't nobody talking about them two right now. They're talking about Caitlin, who scores 3 points, getting fouled and saying, leave her alone. Get out of here. Greg says, anybody that thought Caitlin was going to continue that type of play when she went pro were deluding themselves. Exactly. And I said it, I don't know if I posted it, but I said it talking to folks before she got drafted. The coverage of Caitlin was ridiculous. Even going into the draft. Not that you don't talk about the girl that's going to be the number 1 pick, but everybody was talking, even some women that covered the WNBA, look, here's the thing, a lot of women that are currently in the WNBA, they were talking, and they said on TV, just like Diana Taurasi and others, were saying to slow your roll, and that she is not going to come in like she did in Iowa and come in and dominate like she thinks she might. I don't know if Caitlin thought that or not. But they were warning everybody. And all the women that were saying that, they were called haters. They said those women were hating on Caitlin. And look at Caitlin. She scored 3 points the other day. She got 59 turnovers. She's leading the WNBA in turnovers. And I think she's averaging 17 points a game. She is leading the WNBA in assists. But her team sucks. One, because they're the number 1 pick. So you know that team's not going to be good. That's in any sport. You got the number 1 pick for a reason, because you're bad. So we shouldn't expect that either. But you got that going. And then, you got these expectations. I don't know, man. Walking double-double. That's right, brother. I'm talking about Aja Wilson. Absolutely. And here's where I say racism comes in a little bit. Opportunities. There you go. Man, y'all are on it. Right when I start the transition, you're on it. Verdell says, meanwhile, Reese is leading the league in offensive rebounding. The same black girl that I just showed you, talking about there's not just one person that's causing this WNBA renaissance. It's her too, and she's right. People criticizing her for saying this. Some white media members too, nationally. Saw Clay Travis out there being the normal racist idiot that he is. People be too soft on Clay Travis, who's a national known media sports guy. I mean, he's out here being a racist, talking about all these black. This is what he said. He said all these black lesbians are hating on Caitlin because she's white and straight. First of all, they ain't, at least to me. When I'm watching the WNBA now, there ain't as much of that going on as it used to be. A lot of beautiful women in the WNBA now. Let's be real. You talking about back in the day. Not to say that there aren't now. But to bring that argument into it, that is stupid. and it's racist. He threw the word lesbian in there because he didn't want to seem too racist. What he really means is all them black women are hating on the white messiah, Caitlin Clark. Now, again, I'm not hating on Caitlin when I say that. This is how certain people in the media are presenting her. So this ain't about, again, I want to continuously be clear. I think Caitlin is going to be a great player. And I don't really think she's done much wrong as far as her attitude. Maybe a little crybaby here and there. But, she ain't out here being racist or anything. This is the people that are caping for her. Stop it. Stop it. And if you know somebody doing it, tell them to stop it. Tell them Josh said stop it, man. Once again, in case y'all didn't know, I did change the name of the show. It is now, and I made the flyer, some of y'all saw it on Facebook. It is now Josh Talk Sports. Episode 1. Josh Talk Sports. And I wanted to dive into this stuff. Y'all see, I've been on it, man. I've been ready and waiting to talk about this. Fired up to talk about this. And I was not going to hold back on my thoughts. We never really hold back. If y'all been following Talk Back Live Network and the stuff we've done throughout the years, we don't hold back on nothing. So I'm certainly not going to do it today. But yeah, man, I had to say it because it's getting on my nerves and the coverage is stupid. Let me put one more thing up here. I'm going to go back to this again because some of y'all weren't in the chat when I was talking about this. And this is going to go to another angle just because I feel like bringing it up. I'm not going to go too long on it. But I do want to talk about it. Football in a couple of months. That's right, Kelly. Hey, real quick, before I bring this up. Let's see. Yeah, let me go to Jet. Jet says, like the Chicago Tribune called the hip check a criminal move. They actually equated it to an assault. See, that's bull. That's crazy. He says, but they didn't say one word about the hard foul Reese took a game earlier, which was way worse. And Reese plays for Chicago. That's where the racism comes in. That's where it comes in right there, the coverage, the media. It's not Caitlin being a racist. She's just trying to play ball. It's the coverage, black and white. And that's what gets on my nerves. That right there. Because it's not fair. It's not fair. People talking about she'd have been arrested on the street if she'd have did that. What street you been on where they'd arrest somebody for doing that? They might tell you to stop it. What's wrong with you? Why are you walking down the street hip checking people? But act like this was some criminal maneuver. No. And all these folks, it gets on my nerves even more. All these folks have watched sports. Some of them played sports. It gets competitive out there. And the foul Jet's talking about, in case y'all didn't see it, Angel Reese, the girl I showed you in the video, talking about, talking about that they need to give her credit to for the what's been going on in the WNBA Renaissance and stuff like that. She got fouled pretty hard the other day. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It's interesting. It's so hard to find that actual foul, but they got all this other stuff. All right, here we go. Let's cut that down, that commercial down, till we get to what I want to show y'all. All right. Angel Reese was fouled right here. And y'all excuse a quick pause there. Hold on. All right. Man, one thing about this thing, it makes me really small. But I do want y'all to see the foul. And a lot of y'all have probably already seen it. But here's the foul. Matter of fact, I'm going to full screen it. I'll try to see this in its full context. Get the chat off for a minute. Here's the foul. Now, Angel Reese is in the light blue. She's down low, headed to the paint, other side of the floor. Watch how she gets fouled by Alyssa Thomas right here.
Mabry looking for three. Book it.
It was a little tangled up with Angel Reese on the coming up the floor.
It hasn't happened yet.
They were able to counter back. You're right.
I didn't know they went this far back.
A lot of emotion.
Here we go.
They'll keep it rolling.
Let's get to the point. Here it is.
Evans, quick drive, couldn't get the roll. More contact in the paint as Reese hits the deck again. And now they're going to review the last sequence. We're going to have a look at it here. Remember, this was after she went down initially. That was the first time she went down. And wasn't able to get back into the play defensively. Then the arm from Alyssa Thomas, like you said, could potentially be an upgrade on that sequence there.
Well, you see Angel Reese
right
trying to come in. Oh, my goodness.
Choke slam.
She had her hand around Angel Reese's neck
area.
That was a choke slam. I'm talking about like the Undertaker or Kane or whoever you like. Yeah, so look, what I'm saying, and Jet just said it. I'm going to put the chat back up here so y'all can see that. I'm not overly critical of that because that's a basketball play. And if you notice, she did get choke slammed. You know, that was straight up. Kelly says she's Charles Barkley with a ponytail. I didn't think you're talking about Angel Reese. Yeah, Angel Reese, you know, is kind of smaller, but she's tall. She's leading, I believe, the WNBA in rebounding as a rookie. So she's playing pretty well. But I just bring that up to show you how physical the WNBA is. Nobody, rock bottom for that. That's what that was, the Rocks move. Or the bookend by Booker T. Remember, we lifted up with one arm. We could name a lot of wrestling moves. Look, but all that being said, nobody caped for her on TV. Nobody went on TV. I didn't see Shannon Sharp go on TV or Stephen A. or any of these folks say, you need to protect Angel Reese. She's one of the reasons why the WNBA is thriving right now. None of them came to her defense. Why? Some of them didn't even talk about it. Why? Just think about that. Think about why. That's the question. Just leave it floating down in the air. Why? Why did this black girl that got slammed down much more viciously than Caitlin Clark did get less coverage on what happened to her? Why? They're both rookies. They're both great young players in the WNBA. They both came out of college the same year. They both were responsible for one of the highest rated national championship games ever in WNBA history. They played against each other. Angel Reese beat Caitlin Clark in the championship game. Why was there not coverage? Why was there not an outrage? Why were there not black men wanting to be Superman and save Angel Reese? Verdell said it. We know why. We do. We do. We do. Verdell says, ain't even on lines to read between. Yeah. So, be that as it may. I'm going to forever be here to call stuff out, man. Calling out for the truth. People dance around stuff too much for me, man. No, sir. We ain't doing that over here. So, again, hopefully y'all enjoyed the show today. Yeah, exactly. Jet says in the Chicago Tribune is in Reese's news outlet. Is Reese's news outlet. Yeah. Chicago, that's Chicago Skies, who Angel Reese plays for. Said nothing about it. But they wrote a whole article about what happened to Caitlin Clark, and basically an assault was committed, according to them. I don't know. But these are things to think about. Oh, last thing I want to bring up, y'all. Bit of a different subject. But, hold on, man. Let me get this down. Once again, you're watching Josh Talks Sports, episode 1. Glad to have y'all joining me. Let me know if you like the new name. I know Talk Sports Live, Josh Talks Sports. I just wanted to be a little more personal with the name. So definitely appreciate all of that. Oh, and Bob just reminded me of something I need to show y'all. But real quick, I will be right back. Y'all stay there. I'm going to be right back. All right, we're back. I want to show something. Bob just reminded me. B&J's barbecueandsauces.com. Again, I know people promote their own stuff. People are like, oh, okay, they're promoting their own stuff. Yes, we are. Not just because it's our own product. Me and Bob's, it's a family recipe. We definitely want y'all to support our business. B&J, bbqandsauces.com. You can go there right now. Matter of fact, let me pull up the QR code. New thing I got here. So there it is right there. bjbbqandsauces.com. If you don't know how to get to it, maybe your fingers can't type, well, scan this QR code right now on the screen, and it'll take you right to the website where you can order our stuff, man. And everything from, it's not just barbecue sauces. There is right here. If you want to just get this specifically, this is the 5-ounce bottle of Josh's Sweet Southern Yellow Sauce. It's the mild version of the sauce. And I also have Josh's Sweet Southern Heat Sauce. This is one of my favorites also. Sweet yet spicy. Perfect blend of both and flavor. Put it on absolutely anything. It's great on wings. It's great on roast. It's great on anything if you want to add a little sweet, but it has that spicy kick that you like as well. It's absolutely awesome. Also, we got them in 10-ounce bottles as well. There's the Sweet Southern Heat sauce in the 10-ounce bottle and the 10-ounce Sweet Southern Yellow sauce. Also got another family blend, Chef Annette's all-purpose seasoning. Absolutely outstanding. Matter of fact, let's not just have me talk about it. Again, the QR code, if you want to scan to get right to these products, all you got to do is scan it, or you can take a screenshot of the video right now, and it'll take you right to our website, bjbbqandsauces.com. Order today, and you'll be glad that you did. Matter of fact, you don't want to take my word for it. I know people are like, man, it's your business. You know, you'll say whatever. Well, got some other people that feel the same way. Check it
out. But before we go, I got to tout the best seasonings. Pastor, look, this guy's a friend of mine. His name is Bob Midget, and he owns a company called BJ's Barbecue and Sauces. You can reach him at bjsbarbecueandsauces.com. And I know you can cook now. You know Bob. Of course, you know Bob. Yeah, Bob's living in Georgia now, and he's opened up a company. Man, I've tried his dry rub. I've tried his barbecue sauce. It is off the hook.
Well, I remember when he's out there.
Exactly. Bob's Country Barbecue.
Yeah.
Well, now he's showing you why his barbecue was so good because of the sauces and the dry rubs that he have on it. I use it every day. Okay. I put his dry rub on my eggs. That's how good it is.
Oh, that must be really good.
You remember Campbell's Soup? Remember the commercial?
Mm-hmm.
It was good.
Yeah.
It is absolutely incredible. I need you to go to bjbarbecueandsauces.com and order a box set of everything. He has hot sauce. He has barbecue sauce. He has dry rub. I'm telling you, he has mild sauce. He has hot sauce. All of it is delectable. It is bellissimo. And I want you to go to bjbarbecueandsauces.com. Again, bjbarbecueandsauces.com and at least order that barbecue and that dry rub. I'm telling you, you will throw all the rest of your seasonings away because it covers it all. I'm telling you the truth. bjbarbecueandsauces.com. Go to it right now, order it, and get the best seasonings that you've ever tasted in your life, because I tell you, it's good.
All right. Shout out to Fred, man. Definitely appreciate that. And we're getting a lot of good reviews for the people that have tried it. If you want to be one of those, definitely feel free to. Again, that is www.bjbbqandsauces.com. Again, that is the QR code right there on the screen, and also the website. You want to just read that, type it in old-fashioned way. You definitely are able to do that as well. So, once again, appreciate the support. Those that have ordered and those that are going to as well. So, that's about it, man. One thing I do want to talk about, NBA Finals start tomorrow. You got the Dallas Mavericks and the Boston Celtics. Finally, after that, ready to get it on in the NBA Finals. Had kind of a drought of basketball. It's kind of weird. Even though the WNBA is holding a lot of people over right now, but definitely ready to get back to the NBA playoffs, get these finals underway. Kelly's ahead of the curve. I want to see who do you got winning in this epic matchup. Kyrie and Luka. It's a tag team battle. Kyrie and Luka versus Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown on the Celtics. Who is the better duo in the NBA? Who's going to take it? To me, I think it's going to be very good. I honestly feel like it's really tough. I've been thinking all week. I just don't really know, man. It's tough to say because on the one hand, you got Dallas, who I didn't expect them to make this run in the first place, to be honest with you. But to look at what Gafford and Lively how they've changed the game for Dallas, 2 7-footers down low, 2 shot blockers, 2 rim protectors, 2 guys that are live threats on the daily. How well do they match up against Dallas, Al Horford and company? Are they enough? What do we think here? It's Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. They've been here before, but that's kind of the problem, according to some people, that they've been here before and they still haven't completed the task. So what do we think? Dallas or Boston? Boston trying to get over the hump for the first time in a long time. Not that Boston has many titles. Boston's won, I think, 18 championships in NBA history. But this collective group they have not been able to finish. You know, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, their reputation at this point is that they can't win the big one. Because every time they get there, they can't quite cross over to the promised land. Then you got Dallas, who nobody was expecting to make this run. Everybody knew Dallas was good. Everybody knew Luka and Kyrie were great. But to look at the level that they've taken it, to look at the level that Jason Kidd, as the head coach, has taken this team right now, now you think they can do anything because everybody's golden boy, the Minnesota Timberwolves, who I still never really believed in, as much as everybody was hyping Anthony Edwards as the next Michael Jordan, that got slowed down real quick. But I'm be interested to see, man. You got Kyrie returning to Boston. You know, he's been to Boston, back in Boston when he was with Brooklyn. We all remember what happened there. But now Kyrie returning in the NBA Finals with a team from the Western Conference. Kyrie taking a championship from Boston after he was a former Boston Celtic. Kyrie about to snatch a championship from the same guys he was teammates with. He was supposed to be a mentor to, and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. They were teammates with Kyrie in their younger stage. And if you remember, Kyrie was a little more of a big head at the time. Kyrie, as good as he was a negative influence on Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. And the reason why I say that, and most people say that, is because you remember when Kyrie got hurt and was out of the games, Boston played better. They went to the Eastern Conference Finals and lost a game close to beating LeBron in Cleveland. So the irony, if Kyrie's able to come back with his new mindset, a new level of maturity, and beat the Boston team he was supposed to lead to the title years ago and stop them from winning one, that's cinema. That is drama, and I like it. So we'll see, man. Let's see. Got a couple comments here. Let me put them up on the screen before I go. Y'all still commenting, I appreciate it. And also, if y'all haven't already, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that retweet button. It is very much appreciated and very important to the algorithm to get this video to as many people as possible. If you support the channel, all you got to do is free. Just hit that like button, hit that share button, and it is greatly appreciated. So a couple more of these comments. Let's see. Kelly says Celtics in 5. Wow, Dallas only winning 1 game. Okay, Kelly. We got Dallas in 6, says Leon Mapstone. All right. We got Kelly saying Colts win the AFC South. See what? Kelly, look, come on, man. Y'all Colts fans always get in where you don't belong and talk about something we ain't even talking about right now. First of all, why do all these media people want to hype the Colts up so bad? Y'all ain't beating Houston. Y'all ain't beating us. Tighten up. We have had the most underrated offseason in the history of the NFL. My Titans improved the secondary. We improved our offense. We got a quarterback now. We got a new high-paced offense that will actually throw the ball. I don't think Mike Vrabel knew the word throw existed, but we're actually going to throw the ball. We're going to be a faster pace. I know Henry's gone, but we got 2 fast running backs in the backfield that can catch and run. We got an upgraded offensive line. We got an upgraded receiving core. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Hopkins, Traylon Burks. Don't sleep on him. I'm telling you, man. Don't sleep on what we got going. Boyd, Taj Boyd from Cincinnati. Come on. L'Jarius Sneed. What are we talking about? Tighten up. I'm ready for the season. So you done got me on a whole nother topic, Kelly. It's all your fault, man. But shout out to the coach. Shout out to Anthony Richardson, y'all's quarterback. Hopefully he can stay healthy because I think he could be dynamic. So we'll see. We'll see, man. The Colts are always sneaky, so we'll see. Houston loaded up too. Houston loaded up. They were already loaded. They loaded up some more. The AFC South's going to be interesting. Nobody's talking about the Jaguars. Who cares about the Jaguars? I think that's one thing me and Kelly can agree on. Nobody cares about the Jaguars. Let them stay over there in purgatory. But us three teams, the Titans, the Colts, and the Texans, it's going to be a fun year. Gonna be a fun year. All right, what else we got? Verdell says, wouldn't be surprised if Dallas wins. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. I almost accidentally blocked somebody. Not you, Kelly. I almost accidentally blocked somebody. But I saved it, so we're good. Bishop Bob says he agrees with Kelly. Boston will win. Okay. Leon says Celtics will get to this area, they choke. Yeah. See, that's the reputation they got right now. Can they surpass that? Jet says, I find it so interesting that Kyrie is playing some of the best basketball of his career, and no one is publicly talking about his shoes. And I know these Negroes have been instructed not to say one word because the TNT crew haven't even made fun of them. They are hushed. Yeah, Kyrie's got his own shoe. I don't know the story behind them. I don't think they're with any other brand. I think it's just a shoe Kyrie created himself. I'm trying to remember what the details were. I saw something about it. But yeah. Kelly said 17. They're tied with the Lakers in championships and will probably be 18 after these finals. Okay. Jess says, but Boston in 6. Okay. Kelly, he's laughing at getting me up in an outrage. It's all good, man. I know y'all Colts fans are. I understand. He says, Titans looking really good. I can't even take that from y'all. Y'all upgraded for real. Definitely. I appreciate that. They sleeping on us, Kelly. I think they're sleeping on y'all. But at least they talk about y'all. They don't really talk about us. Let's see. Bishop Bob says you got Josh's blood boiling. a little bit. Let's see. Kelly says the Jags window has closed. Yeah, I agree. And Jet said they look like moccasins. They do. I saw Kyrie's shoe. I'm just thinking about it. I did. You know what? We're live. I can do whatever here. Kyrie shoes. ANTA. Anta. Okay, let's see here. Let's share this. Let's see what these things looking like. Oh. Yeah, I did see this. Yeah. Okay. Those are certainly shoes. You can't take that away from them. They are indeed shoes. But I give it up to him for having his own shoe brand. I don't think they're associated with Nike or anything like that. They look like some outer space shoes. I don't know how to describe that. Let me get y'all a little zoom in. Now, these are some white ones here. Man, the more I zoom, the smaller the picture gets. Okay. Okay, I don't want to do that. Why is the website suspicious? Kyrie selling shoes on suspicious websites. It wouldn't even let me go to the website. What is going on? I'll go to stop. Oh, that's legit. Okay, there we go. It's a little bit better look, y'all. I gotta switch to this tab. Here we go. Those are Kyrie's shoes. Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you, Jed. I'm remembering this more than you comment. They're named after his great grandmother's tribe. As far as Native Americans. So there it is. Y'all buying these? Anta Shockwave 5 Pro? Y'all let me know. Come on, man. Come on, man. Should I even put this up here? Bob says Fred's Dollar Store. Oh, man. First of all, I think Fred's are closed. Fred's Dollar Store, do they even exist anymore? I think they shut them all down. I used to like Fred's. How much are these? Okay. Y'all can place a bid right now. They are, let me get the chat off the screen for a second. Y'all can see the price. There it is. $230. $230 for the Kyrie Irving's son, Anta Shockwave 5 Pro. So it is. Y'all can place a bid on StockX and get you a pair of those. Yeah. Kelly said Mr. Bob took it back with Fred's. Y'all been to Fred's. All of us have been to Fred's Dollar Store. All of it. I guarantee you, all of y'all in the comments have been to Fred's Dollar Store. I used to like Fred's, man. Hold on. I wonder if Bob knows about this. He said, or Zayers. Zayers, Mr. Bob. I ain't never heard of that one. I ain't never heard that one. Zayers. Time for another Google search. Let's see. Zayers. Let's see. We're doing all this on the fly, y'all. Y'all always bring me to there. Well, make sure y'all can even see it. Here we go. Is that it right there? Zaire? They said it was a household name for many folks in the eastern United States for 3 decades. Founded in 1956. Good grief. So you're just assuming Bob is this old. Oh, Kelly. Coming after my Titans now. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, okay, he knew. He said that's a ways back. Okay. What is it? Was it just a dollar store? It said founded in 1956, the discount chain quickly gained popularity for its wide selection of affordable goods and convenient locations. However, despite its success, Zaire eventually met its downfall in the late 80s. Good grief, it's got a long history to the team. What are these hoodies? America, love it or what? Why is this on here? Does Zaire sell this stuff? I don't know, man. Hold on. I think we found something.
There's a brand new store in town. It's called Zaire.
Take another look, take another look, take another look at Zaire. Take another look, take another look at all the fashions there. Take another look at Zaire. Take another look, compare. Take another look, take another look, take another look at Zaire. Take another look at all the values there.
Come on in and take a look
at Zaire.
Okay. Wow, that was unexpected to run into that. is going on, man? What y'all got me talking about? All right, take another look. Take another look at Zaire. Y'all taught me something, man. I never heard of that in my life. Yeah, look, I was about to say, Kelly, you hit on Bob's wheelhouse with service merchandise. I was a baby. He was shopping there probably before I was around. Yeah, that was, yeah. Okay. Y'all always found a way to do this, man. Get me on these topics I did not expect to be conversing about. But I appreciate it nonetheless, man. Kelly said, what's this? It was one on Lamar when I was a kid in Memphis in the late 80s. Jet said he sent me something, okay. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I'm pulling up my phone now. Oh, Lord. What? Okay, I see the shoes you're talking about. Good grief. Yeah. I got to pull these up for y'all. The ones I showed you were extremely stylish compared to what this one was. These shoes had a skirt on them. Like a skirt, like, well, I ain't gonna say a skirt, but like when the Indians or Native Americans would wear like the thing that's like a skirt. I don't even know how to describe it. I guess a skirt would be the closest thing to it. I'm trying to find that picture. I mean, Jet just showed me. Only thing, I'm not signed into Facebook on my laptop, so I can't pull up the picture. I'm gonna try to show it on the camera. Hold on. Okay, Zaire, you can get off the screen now, Zaire. He played in those in Minnesota when he was balling out? Okay. Hold on. Yeah, you would have thought they'd talk about him. Now, they were probably told not to because, it's his own brand. But those are the shoes. Hopefully it could come into focus. I don't know if it will. Nah. Yeah. Ain't going right. I'm going to post them on Facebook. I'm going to post them on Facebook, Jet. The new Kyrie moccasins. Yeah, that's what they look like. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. It must have been a reason why they didn't say anything. Because they talk about everything. So that is surprising, to be honest. All right, y'all. I'm finna get out of here. We just been messing around last few minutes. NBA Finals tomorrow. Looking forward to checking that out. Bob said Converse shoes. Oh, man. It's another throwback. Converse still around. Yeah, Converse still around. Let me see. I don't even know. I know y'all know about these. Let's see. Let's see. I got so many tabs open here. All right. Let's see here. No, I want to sign up for news and updates. These people want my email address. All right, here we go. Why do I need news and updates on Converse shoes? These folks trying to get me to sign up to my email list. There we go. How many of y'all had these? How many of y'all had these? No, I don't have a minute. All right. There we go. How many of y'all had these, man? The Chuck Taylors. Some of y'all still got some of these. Chuck Taylors. I'm sure this is a big deal, you know. And I don't hate, you know, Chucks are cool. I feel like if you play basketball on these now, your ankle gonna snap. I don't know about the support in them ankles there. Look like none of y'all had a pair of Converse, man. I'm surprised. I would have been sure that Jed had some. Or Kelly. Come on, man. But yeah, these don't look like they'll stand up to the test of time. That's just me. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong. They look cool, you know, if you just want to walk around. But as far as playing basketball, I feel like one crossover, it's over. One crossover in them shoes, your ankles is in pain. Mr. Bob said, those are mine. Why was the hole in the side of I don't know. Do y'all know? Is there a special shoestring you put in there? Or is that for airflow? Is that so your feet could breathe? Is that what Kelly said? I hear those was a must-have back in the day. I know Bob know more than me. But he didn't know why they had a hole in the side, 2 holes in the side of them. What is going on with that? You know, your toes need to breathe sometimes. Could have something to do with it. I don't think these are the Caitlin Clark. I feel like Caitlin wouldn't wear these. Or would she? Caitlin looked like she might wear these. Jed said the Dr. J's. Yeah. Shout out to Dr. J. All right, y'all. I'm finna get out of here now. I appreciate everybody that's tuned in. Listen, watch. Episode 2 of Josh Talk Sports coming soon. So stay tuned to my Facebook page. Also follow on social media. Talk Back Live with Bob and Josh on Facebook. Talk Back Live Network on YouTube, where this is streaming live on YouTube as well. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do. Talk Back Live Network, one word, Talk Back Live, and then another word, network. So that's where you can subscribe. And also, don't forget our website, B&J Barbecue and Sauces. If you haven't already, screenshot this right here, the QR code, or just go to www.bjbbqandsauces.com for some of the best in sauces and seasonings, homemade quality. All right, and so I'm going to leave y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. But as you hear there, before I go, I need to share something with y'all. But as of right now, I'm out.
But before we go, I got to tout the best seasonings. Pastor, look, this guy's a friend of mine. His name is Bob Midget, and he owns a company called BJ's Barbecue and Sauces. You can reach him at bjsbarbecueandsauces.com. And I know you can cook now. You know Bob. Of course, you know Bob.
Yeah,
Bob's living in Georgia now, and he's opened up a company. Man, I've tried his dry rub. I've tried his barbecue sauce. It is off the hook.
Well, I remember when he's out there.
Exactly. Bob's Country Barbecue.
Yeah.
Well, now he's showing you why his barbecue was so good because of the sauces and the dry rubs that he have on it. I use it every day.
Okay.
I put his dry rub on my eggs. That's how good it is.
Oh, that must be really good.
You remember Campbell's soup? Remember the commercial?
Mm-hmm.
It was good.
Yeah.
It is absolutely incredible. I need you to go to bjbarbecueandsauces.com and order a box set of everything. He has hot sauce. He has barbecue sauce. He has dry rub. I'm telling you, he has mild sauce. He has hot sauce. All of it is delectable. It is bellissimo. And I want you to go to bjbarbecueandsauces.com. Again, bjbarbecueandsauces.com and at least order that barbecue and that dry rub. I'm telling you, you will throw all the rest of your seasonings away because it covers it all. I'm telling you the truth. bjbarbecueandsauces.com. Go to it right now. Order it and get the best seasonings that you've ever tasted in your life because I tell you, it's good.